Sarah Morgan was a young historian at New York University. She had always been drawn to stories. Stories carved into old stones, whispered by the wind, or buried beneath forgotten lands. Her first destination was the Statue of Liberty. Standing before that towering symbol, she imagined what it felt like to the immigrants who once arrived here. Tired, hungry, yet full of hope.
That flame doesn't just light the sky, miss. It lights dreams. It's the heart of every soul who believed in a better tomorrow.
Freedom is not just a right, it's a tradition. Next, she traveled to Jamestown, Virginia, the site of the first English settlement. There she walked among the remains of wooden houses and weathered cannons.
Before the settlers, this land belonged to the Powhatan tribe. They lived by the rhythm of nature. They didn't take more than the earth could give.
That night by the riverbank, Sarah listened to the sound of crickets and wind. She could almost hear the voices of those who came before, the forgotten ones, whose traditions still whispered through the trees. Her journey then took her to the red deserts of Arizona, home of the Navajo people. The towering rocks of Monument Valley looked like ancient guardians keeping silent watch over time itself.
These stones remember. They've seen everything. The wars, the prayers, the dreams. If you listen long enough, the desert speaks back.
That night, beneath a sky full of stars, Sarah joined a circle of Navajo singers. Their voices rose and fell with the firelight, songs of healing, unity, and respect for the earth. America's oldest story is not about conquest, it's about connection. Finally, Sarah reached the edge of the continent, San Francisco. The Golden Gate Bridge stretched before her like a crimson ribbon across the setting sun. She stood there as the cold Pacific wind brushed her hair and whispered across the waves. America is not just power and progress. It's the memory of every dream, every sacrifice, and every song that built it. That night, as the city lights flickered behind her, she felt the truth of the old letter. The truth in the land wasn't buried in gold or ruins. It lived in people, in places, in traditions. Sarah's journey could have ended there, but her heart told her there were still stories untold, in the farthest corners of the land, and so she set her eyes across the ocean. Months later, Sarah found herself on a plane heading west, far beyond the mainland, to uncover the final pieces of America's soul. The island air was warm and scented with hibiscus. In Hawaii, Sarah learned that aloha meant more than hello. It meant love, peace, and unity. Malia. Our traditions live in our dance, our songs, and the ocean. Every wave carries the voice of our ancestors. One evening, under a sky of glowing stars, Sarah watched the dancers move to the rhythm of the drums. Their movements told stories of creation, volcanoes, and gods who shaped the islands. Sarah, Hawaii taught me that tradition is not a memory. It's a heartbeat that still moves. From the warmth of Hawaii, Sarah traveled to the icy beauty of Alaska. Snow stretched as far as the eye could see, broken only by mountains that pierced the clouds. Taku. The ice holds our stories. We survive because we listen. To the wind, the sea, and each other. As the northern lights painted the sky in ribbons of green and purple, Sarah stood in silence. She felt something ancient, a peace beyond words. It was as if the world itself was reminding her how small and sacred life truly was. Her final stop was New Orleans, the city of music, soul, and survival. The streets were alive with jazz and the smell of Creole cooking. Every corner seemed to sing a different tune, one of pain, joy, and endless spirit. Jazz musician. Our music is born from struggle, but it never dies. That's our tradition, turning sorrow into song. That night, Sarah joined a small street parade. The sound of trumpets, drums, and laughter filled the air as the people danced through the French Quarter. It was life, raw, loud, and beautiful. When Sarah returned home, she compiled her notes, letters, and journal entries into a single book, The Soul of the Land. Sarah. From the torch of liberty to the songs of the desert, from the fire of Hawaii to the ice of Alaska and the jazz of New Orleans, every place carries a piece of America's heart. We are all part of one story, written not in ink, but in the land itself. She closed her notebook, placed the old 1865 letter inside, and smiled. The mystery had been solved. The truth was never lost. It was always there, waiting for someone to listen. And so, Under the golden glow of a New York sunrise, Sarah whispered the last line of her journey. Sarah, the past isn't behind us. It lives within us, forever.